Do we have any questions we could take for a minute?
Yeah, I'll take a couple questions while we're waiting if we have them. I like those two deals. Both of them. All right. Let me know when Tony gets on there. Questions while we're waiting.
Dang says, Ron, can you explain about the depreciation per new people again, please?
Okay, yeah, dang, I'll do that just for you, dang. All right, give me the overhead. All right, here's the formula. You start with your purchase price. Let's say it's $500,000. Take out the value of the land. I'm calling it 10% of the purchase price. Your accountant might want to put more. It doesn't matter. You tell your accountant the land is worth 50 grand, 10%. That leaves a $450,000 basis. From in the year you buy it, for that entire year going forward, you divide that by 27 and a half years, and whatever that is, we'll call that $20,000 a year that you get to write off as a deduction on your income taxes. Just because you own this house, you got a $20,000 deduction for depreciation. If you're in just a 25% tax bracket, that's $5,000 a year you do not send to the IRS. It remains in your pocket. So then you can start seeing the benefit of this depreciation stuff. Boy, it don't take a lot of property to create a lot of discount on your taxes. All right.
Benjamin says, do you recommend equity trust in Ohio?
I used to deal with equity trust, Benjamin, and they're okay, but boy, they got expensive. Their fees got high, and frankly, they ticked me off when we were trying to work some deals with them on some non-real estate stuff, and they got in the middle and they had no right to do so. They pissed me off, so I went elsewhere. That's the truth of it.
Benjamin, forgive me, but what is UBIT?
Unrelated business income tax. In other words, income tax on the gain.
Gregory says, in relation to estate planning and personal property trust for unsafe assets, TBE as beneficiary if applicable. What does TBE stand for?
Tenants by the entirety.
Dang says, Ron, to have a solo 401k, Roth IRA, or LLCA be doing a deal, we have to open an account with $100 and use $100 as a deposit on buying houses. Is this correct?
To have a solo 401k, a Roth IRA, or LLCA, yes, $100 deposit is acceptable deposit, and I got that from the firms that hold your IRA. There's no law that says that, really. Honestly, if I'm writing a check out of the LLC, a $10 deposit to me is just as good, because I'm telling you, your seller could care less what the deposit is.
All right. I think he was just saying that you got to do that to avoid self-dealing.
No,
So
it has nothing to do with self-dealing.
well, I think he means you put it in the account so that that account is I guess it would have to come from the IRA to the
from
bank account.
the LLC, correct? Not from you cannot write a $10 check from your bank account for a deposit and have it be an IRA deal.
All right. And Pete says, hey, Ron, do you teach a course on discounted mortgages?
No, I don't. I used to way back, but I haven't done it in years and years and years.
What if the bank starts the foreclosure process, talking about buying property in a forbearance?
Then they start the foreclosure process. Who are they going to foreclose against? It ain't going to be us. Okay. And let's say they do. First thing I'd do is contact the bank, say, hey, we're renovating this thing. We're about to put it on the market. So save your legal fees. We're going to get you paid off as fast as we can. And especially if we're going to list it with a realtor, they're not going to do anything. They're going to wait. And if they don't, so what? It does, we'll wind up having to pay the legal fees before it's over, but so what? I mean, I ain't worried about them. Because first of all, it takes a minimum of 6 months to do a foreclosure in Florida, and that's assuming that there's nobody's defending it. And I promise you, I know how to defend it.